Hey, did you know Long's Products is a family-owned janitorial supply with mops, brooms, trash bags, and they even have food service disposables, carry-out plates, and to-goes? Check us out.
It's time for the Rapides Parish Fair at the fairgrounds, just past LSUA. You'll love the Mighty Thomas Carnival rides and your favorite Carnival classic foods on the Midway. Admission is just $2 per person, and kids 5 and under are free. Stop by the Livestock Barn or Barnyard Nursery, or visit the Why Not Stop Stage, the official fuel stop of the Rapides Parish Fair. Go to rapidesparishfair.org for more information. We'll see you at the fair.
Good morning, Congressman Fields. How are you this morning?
Yes.
Okay.
Frozen.
You're clear on our end. Can you hear me now? Okay.
Yeah, we've been having. Yeah, I can hear you, Jack. But we've been having problems with this since yesterday. It may be on my end.
Oh, okay. All right. I tell you what. I guess we can go ahead and try there, Congressman. If it gets kind of bad, we can always table it for a little while and then try to get it back again.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for joining us today here on UrbanCast, Let's Talk Show. We know this is a critical time for the country, and we appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to address the issues that matter deeply to the people here in Central Louisiana, specifically the part of Central Louisiana that's covered by the 6th Congressional District. And I guess we can go ahead and jump directly into things. Many people here in Sunlaw are concerned about the government shutdown. What immediate impacts should Louisiana residents expect to see?
Well, I mean, no immediate impacts, but quite frankly, if you go to my website, fields.house.gov, you can really see many of the questions that people have had about government shutdowns. A lot of people want to know about, will I still get my mail? For example, the Postal Service is not paid by the U.S. government, so the mail will continue to flow. But people have real legitimate questions about what will happen. So I would suggest that people go to the website, and they will see, a whole litany of questions and answers as to what happens during a government shutdown.
All right. So specifically here in
Did I lose you?
No, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Beyond healthcare, before I go there, some of our listeners have asked specifically about the healthcare issues. Could hospitals, clinics, or other programs in our district lose resources if the shutdown continues? And specifically, there were some concerns that were floated that if we had to shut down, there's going to be some permanent things that get closed and we lose services. So what's your thoughts there?
Well, I partially heard most of the question, but it's breaking up again. But that is precisely, if I heard the question right, that is precisely why we are pushing back on this president. I mean, there's so many people who will lose their health care in 2026. There are so many people who will lose their, ACA benefits in 2026. And that's why we're pushing back. That's why we're pushing back on this president. And, for example, he says, if the Democrats keep pushing back, I'm going to close all the Democratic agencies. What the hell is that? Nobody knows what that means. Look, this guy is just unhinged. And I got a lot of people in the 6th Congressional District that depend on Medicaid, that depend on their ACA. And I want to have some assurance that this big ugly bill that they passed won't go into effect in terms of taking people's health insurance. And so that's what the big fight is about. It's not about, Democrats protecting, immigrants, undocumented immigrants, health insurance. That's a bunch of baloney. That's just, quite frankly, a lie. I mean, at the end of the day, we're fighting for the American people. There are people with disabilities that will, lose their health benefits. People who can least afford, elderly people, and we're fighting, and we're going to continue to fight. And nobody wants a government shutdown. We certainly don't.
Beyond healthcare, Congressman, and I know you said go take a look at the list of some of the shutdown process and that kind of thing. Healthcare being one of those things that's really extremely important to, especially a lot of people here in Central Louisiana, given the amount of poverty and things of that nature here in the community. And that potential for those things to be permanently lost. What other services, it could be lost in our community that you think that are really important to the people of Central Louisiana?
Well, first of all, I mean, look, it was not our option, not my option, to shut the government down to begin with. We knew September 30th was coming,
Mm-hmm.
on January 1st. At the end of the day, it was the president who canceled the meeting with the Democratic leadership on Thursday of last week, and he decided he would spend his time better if he played golf, and that's what he did. And then they had the meeting scheduled for Monday. They had the meeting. They met for 2 hours. And then right after the meeting, he issues a big insult, a racial insult, as that. I mean, he basically, just poking the bear. Come on. We were here on Monday, when the House Speaker decided to cancel votes on Monday and Tuesday. We were in Washington, D.C., because we didn't want the government to shut down. We were there ready, willing, and able to vote on whatever measures that they brought before us. But what we're not going to do is compromise the health care of American people. There are too many people at risk here. There are too many people who are going to die, quite frankly. Too many hospitals that will close. And so, I mean, look, I don't take lightly, the president's threats, because he's been doing it all alone. He's been laying off people from day one. He's been clawbacking funds from colleges and universities from day one. We have to fight to ensure that the health care benefits for the American people are protected, and that's what we're doing.
Where do you stand, Congressman, on the Democratic position in Washington regarding the shutdown? And I heard you, and I just want to be specifically to answer that question for those supporters of the Democratic process, but also the other side of the aisle, and some people who are just frustrated and confused that we're going through this. Can you just let the public know where Congressman Fields stand on this, where we are right now?
Well, I mean, as I've said before, I don't work for the president. Yeah, as I've said before, I don't work for the president. I work for the people of the 6th Congressional District, and I'm fighting to protect their health benefits. I mean, that's where I stand. I mean, look, the president said to the Democratic leadership, "Don't come to the White House if you want to talk about, protecting health benefits." Come on, we are talking. I mean, that's exactly what we're going to talk about. Because there are people with disabilities that's going to lose their benefits, come 2026. And that's, look, I got a lot of people on Medicaid. not the most, but I have a lot of people on Medicaid, and I got a lot of people benefit from ACA. Listen, I've drawn the line. This battle starts right here, right now, because if we don't protect people's health care, every town hall meeting I've had all across the district, people say, well, what are you doing to stand up to this president? What are you doing to fight back? And people are tired, and I'm going to stand and fight until we get some real assurance that people's health care will not be altered, so that hospitals won't close and people will continue to receive their health care benefits.
Okay. For federal workers, and we have quite a few of them here in Central Louisiana, and families who may miss paychecks, what support is being considered, or what are you personally advocating for on their behalf? Because at the end of the month, one of the questions that we've been getting is that, what am I going to do? Because I got to pay my bills, and I might not get that check.
Yeah, you're breaking up real bad, and maybe we'll continue to interview at another time. But as relates to federal workers, for those people in the federal government today, as of Wednesday, they were either furloughed or they're working, but under no circumstances they're going to be paid until the government reopens. I'm cognizant of the folk who work for the federal government, not only, in Central Louisiana, but all across my district. People in my congressional office, they work for the federal government. I mean, I work for the federal government. So, the good thing about it is we reschedule. Are you there, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, because we did get some major skipping on that, Congressman. Let's just have someone on your team give us a holler when y'all IT folk over there got your internet connectivity back together.
Yeah, thanks so much, man. Good talking to you.
Good talking to you. Have a great weekend, sir. As you guys can see, we definitely had some communication issues going between here and DC. Congressman Fields stated that they have been having some problems over there. So as soon as we can get a better connection with him, we will definitely re-engage. We did have a couple of more questions that we had, and we kind of looped all of the questions in with some of the comments that you guys had made earlier in the announcement. But as soon as we can get better communications, we will go back live again with the Congressman. You guys stay safe and stay vigilant.
Hey, did you know Long's Products is a family-owned janitorial supply with mops, brooms, trash bags, and they even have food service disposables, carry-out plates, and to-goes? Check us out.
It's time for the Rapides Parish Fair at the fairgrounds, just past LSUA. You'll love the Mighty Thomas Carnival rides and your favorite Carnival classic foods on the Midway. Admission is just $2 per person, and kids 5 and under are free. Stop by the Livestock Barn or Barnyard Nursery, or visit the Why Not Stop Stage, the official fuel stop of the Rapides Parish Fair. Go to rapidesparishfair.org for more information. We'll see you at the fair.